Hey guys, and welcome back to WTFn, the episode where Scott and I go over some of the weird or unusual news stories throughout the week that didn't really warrant a full episode. Right. But why don't we jump in with first an update to the PlayStation stuff, which you covered this week.
Yeah. So, PS4 was announced this week. A lot of people were worried that the PS4 wouldn't play used games. This is something that has been rumored for a while. They didn't talk about it in the press conference at all. However, one Sony rep actually came out and said, yes, you will be able to play used games on the PS4.
The ones that are on discs.
Yes, the ones that are on discs.
Physical discs.
So they basically said if you buy a physical disc, you should be able to play it how and where you will. And so that also, I guess, confirms that the PS4 has an optical drive as well. Yeah. A lot of people were also upset that we didn't actually see the PS4. We didn't actually see the box it comes in.
It was weird.
It was weird, but I mean, when you think about it, like, who cares? Because it's just something you're going to hide in your entertainment center anyway. Anyway, Sony came out and said, basically, you guys want something to look forward to at E3, right? That's why we didn't show it to you.
Yeah, I think the exact quote from that particular executive was, why do you care?
Yeah.
And he said it in obviously kind of a lighthearted way, but, that was kind of echoed across the internet this week.
Totally. Yeah, everyone was like, well, I want to see it.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to see it too, but it doesn't really matter because mine is hidden away.
Yeah, so. It's probably more important to show the graphics and all
Exactly.
Now, next up, we have a case of very poor taste used to deliver some terrible information. A mother is furious after cops used Facebook to inform her of her son's death. And the worst part is that the Facebook account was of the name Misty Hancock. Yeah, which is like the worst stripper name ever. But what's happened is that the message ended up in the other folder of her account, and at this point, this means the cops would have had to pay $1 because they have this new system of payment for messages that would otherwise be in the other folder.
Exactly.
So understandably, the mother is very upset. Her name is Anna Lamb Creasy. Her son had apparently gone missing for a month, and she was trying to get in touch with him, and she posted on his Facebook page. And then waiting for her was this message from Misty Hancock, which was actually the police department of Clayton County, Georgia, letting her know that unfortunately her son has passed. So terrible story.
Why would they just do that on Facebook? I don't get that.
Well, at this point, Facebook is one of the easier ways to get in touch with people. They would have had to track down her phone number, which as a police department, you should know how to do that.
Yeah, you should know. You should figure out where they are. They figured out his Facebook profile. Like, figure out where she lives, knock on the door. You're the cops. Do your job.
Yeah, so bad job, cops.
Bad job. Shame on you. Also, you guys could spare $1, couldn't you?
Yeah, seriously. Anyway, on to lighter topics. Google is working on launching retail stores. This is still kind of in rumor mode at this point. But sources told the Wall Street Journal that Google is planning on opening brick and mortar stores, maybe not this year, but kind of soon, we think. But it's really not surprising news considering that this week they just released the first version of the Google Glass and the Chromebook Pixel, which is Google's Retina touchscreen MacBook Pro Counterpunch. The Wi-Fi version, which retails for $1,300, will be out tomorrow in the US and the UK. The LTE version, which is $1,450, will ship in the US in April. You can see the full details at Google Play. So some people have been kind of mocking this across the internet because they feel that this is basically a glorified browser because it doesn't have a whole lot of storage. And I don't know, it may be too early for something like this, but
it does have 1 terabyte of cloud storage. So there's that on Google Drive. But I don't know. I think the Google stores are. It just feels so weird.
Yeah.
It's Mac stores. Mac stores are a thing. It's like the computer. Microsoft stores. Have you ever been to one?
I haven't actually.
It's like this set. It's just really. It just feels really awkward, and I don't want to touch the walls. Because you don't want to touch these walls.
And sometimes they bring wrappers in for no apparent reason to wrap.
I don't know. The one in the Bay Area, they opened it with Kelly Clarkson for some reason. I was like, whoa, okay. When I think Windows, I think Kelly Clarkson.
Exactly.
Anyway, I don't know if this is going to be a good idea. I think just at this point, everyone's just trying to copy it.
Yeah, but they probably won't happen for a while, so maybe by that time,
Right.
people will be more amenable. But
speaking of good ideas, there is, if you use Flipboard, there's now a Flipboard for porn called Faploid.
that is a disgusting name.
That is a really
disgusting.
They might. I wish. Well, yeah, they called it Faploid because you can't exactly like make this. You can't type this on a keyboard, so they might as well. They went the classy route. Anyway, what it does is it shows. You love that, didn't you? And it shows all of your photos, videos, and articles that you would read on a porn site in one.
All the articles.
I only browse browsers for the articles, man. I'm classy. But you know, it does it in this easy to use app where you just flip through your porn and it learns what you like. So
yeah.
So
So for all you people out there who love Flipboard and just gotta have that for porn, or just wake up every day thinking, I wish I had a Flipboard, but just for my porn and the articles.
yeah. Every morning I
now.
wake up, I'm like, I wish I could masturbate to Flipboard. Well, now I can.
Now you can.
Now I can. All right.
All right, and on to sort of a related story. FBI employees cannot stop sexting on their government issue phones. This reminded me a lot of the story on Petraeus that we did a couple months back,
yeah.
where he basically, former director of the CIA, was himself very sloppy about carrying on his apparent dalliances with women. And this is kind of similar. This was broken by CNN, who obtained a copy of an internal disciplinary report showing that numerous employees, actually it was 1,045 cases, 1,045 cases of violations were reported of employees using their government issue phones for sexting, for organizing happy ending massages, and for stalking their boss. I don't know what that would entail, but pretty bad considering these are employees of the FBI.
Right, it's pretty bad, but then you also think about it and you're like, well, who's really going to be looking after the FBI? So
That's true.
They think no one's going to touch them, so you might as well send a couple of nude selfies.
We should add that this report covered 2010 to 2012, which I guess you could say was kind of the golden age of sexting, you might say. But one notable exception was that BlackBerry users tended not to send photos, rather they used their BlackBerries for erotic texting. But not with the photos, because BlackBerry, isn't the greatest for photos.
No, nude selfies don't look good on BlackBerry.
Or if you're going for the grainy look.
If that's
what you want, it's good. But
if you want it to look like a Vincent Gallo movie,
yes,
go with a BlackBerry for nudes.
Yes. So yeah, on that note, way to go, BlackBerry users.
Yeah.
Not way to go, FBI, because you guys are a bunch of dirty, dirty people.
Dirty, filthy,
Dirty.
Shame on you.
And on that note, we should
probably end the show. Yeah. So that was it for
some comments.
For another episode of WTFN. Leave some comments down below. Subscribe, share it with your friends, and if you have questions for us for next week's episode of Feedback, which you'll see it either already aired or is going to be airing tomorrow, leave it down there for us. We'll address it next week. I'm Scott Bromley.
I'm Annie Gaus.
And we will see you in a couple hours.
Yeah, like right here.
Like right here.
Not on the couch.
Not on the couch.
But sort of
on this set.
Probably right around right
Odds
here.
are we're also going to be wearing different clothes.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
Because we bring numerous outfits every day.
Yes.
It's just good policy.
Yeah. Just a wardrobe. Full wardrobe behind that set.
Yeah.
Switch it up. Yeah, what she said. Yep. Time to get naked.
No.
No, I'm changing right now.
Oh.
Da 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 da. I wore a wife beater underneath this. Da 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 da. Da. Where are you going? Da 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 da.
I'm gonna go work on my script.
Taking my mic off. Woo, woo, woo.